my God, I'm regurgitating metal. Silver. I'm just joking. Good morning, folks. I got that from the YouTube channel Salivate. Well, I got that idea from the YouTube channel Salivate Metals, how he regurgitates gold and silver. I'm doing that because I promised a couple of folks in the comment section that I would try to keep a piece of gold or silver in each and every one of my videos that I make in the future, regardless whether it pertains to silver or not. It'll be lying around. I won't even tell you where it is half the time, and you'll have to guess where it is. But anyway, this video is about a, I would say, a political talk I had with somebody at work, and he was complaining about the livable wage in America, and how people just can't afford to raise a family and raise kids and pay the mortgage and pay a car and whatever else on minimum wage, and it's just not fair. And it's very hard to talk about God and about politics with somebody, because it always seems to escalate from a talk to a debate, and if you let it go on, it will turn into an argument. It got up to the debate stage, and then I put an end to it. These youngsters are not being taught the way you and I have been taught. We've been taught to do things in the right order. At 16 years old, you should be thinking about getting through high school and thinking about either a career path, whether that be the military or college. And that was the order in which you did something. You ascertained a level of proficiency as far as a career, and then maybe had a family. You got a level of education, then got proficient in your career path, then maybe you got a family. The way I was taught to do things was that you either get a career path, I was told, or you go to college. After you get out of college, you then get a career path. After that, you can do a couple of things. Get your own home, then you get married, then you get a child. By that time the child arrives, you've already reached a level within your career that will sustain the things that you acquired. Sustain the mortgage, the wife, and the child. Kids are not taught to do things anymore in the correct order. Now 15, 16 years old, they got their education off of a PlayStation or an Xbox, and they got their remainder of their education through MSNBC and CNN, and the likes of Bernie Sanders. And what they're doing is, at the age of 15, 16, they're going out and getting a baby. Not getting a baby, whether, you know, if you're a guy, you're having a baby with a girl, or the girl's getting pregnant, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, now you're in a situation where you have to take care of that child. And depending on your level of education, you're forced to take a job that was never meant to sustain a family. Now that you have a kid, what are you going to do with the kid? Many people only have one-parent families. They can't live with their mommy or their daddy. They're forced to go rent an apartment now. Get the electric bill. Get the water bill. And get everything else that comes with the apartment. They got to have the cell phone. Now they have to have a car to get the baby to and from, you know, doctors and whatnot. And you know, life starts a little too prematurely, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They go because they don't have the proficiency or the expertise to get a fairly good paying job. They're forced to take a minimum wage job. Now they're looking at the employer, like McDonald's, as though it was their fault their life is miserable. It's Mickey D's fault. It's Circle K's fault I can't make my living. Those damn rich people. And I always say to these people, well, try getting a job from a poor person. See how that works out. My point is, the problem is not the employer. The problem is the younger generation are not being taught to do things, to acquire things in the right order. You'll get everything you want as long as you do things in the right order. Everything needs to be done in the right order. And if you do things out of order, well, this is what happens. Now these employers are being forced to raise their minimum wage through government mandates and whatnot, and that doesn't work either. And I've mentioned this in many, many, many videos in the past about my argument against minimum wage. It's actually bad for the economy. I mean, you're forced to raise hamburgers to $10, $12 for the number one or the number two. I'll take a number two. Oh, you like cheese with that? Oh, sure. Well, that's $1.50 extra a slice. Although you can get the damn package in the store for $4.99. It has like 20 slices in it. So eventually, no matter how, it's always passed down to the taxpayer. The cost of sustaining these people is always passed down to the taxpayer through higher taxes or through higher products that they now must pay for in the stores. Anyway, folks, you have a great day. I appreciate you listening to my rant. And remember, once your talk gets to a debate level, whether it be God or politics, it's time to cut it off, because once you get past that debate level, it turns to an argument. And once it turns to an argument, nobody's being receptive to anybody's ideas. You folks have a great day. Bam! .999.